Without further ado, we're going to get into this. We have a few projects on stage, but first, I am going to pass the mic over to our man, John Suede. What's going on, dude?
Hey man, good to be here. I'm
Yeah,
glad we were able to make it work. And yes, get the buy bot in. It's the best buy bot by far. Not paid to say that, just being honest.
yeah, no, I.
Appreciate that.
And
Thank you, bro.
no, 100%, 100%. And also, Frump wasn't the only project up 100%. One of two that I'm aware of. So we were up Suede as well. We finished about up 100%. We did about 300% off the lows. We did about $1 million of volume in a matter of an hour or two. So it was a wild day for us as well, but good.
And my bad, guys. I
Yeah,
meant
no, no,
the
no, no, of course.
one that I'm invested in. And John, and now it's going to be your time to sell me the other.
No, so we're a music generative AI. I'm not sure. I think a lot of people here pretty familiar with us, but we allow people to put in a verbal prompt and it'll create music on chain that you own forever. And any royalties that you receive 100%. And yeah, we've shown a lot of strength. We're making all-time highs against Solana. We're over 3 months old, in our Solana pair, not USD. We're close, but we've maintained double-digit million valuation for about 2.5 months now. So if you believe this market is going to be around for a while, which it's hard to imagine it's not going to be because it's so much superior to everything else that's out there. As governments get more authoritarian and having kind of a freedom of not just expression, but self-sovereignty and empowerment. If you believe it's going to be around, it's hard to imagine the sentiment getting much worse. And, I was here in 17 and 18, and it seemed a lot more realistically over, but the sentiment was just as bad. I think now if you believe this is going to be here, it is the time to, pack your bags and then just look at it in 6 months and see what happened. My view on it anyway.
Yo, yeah, I just caught a glimpse of your chart. Holy crap, man. Nice work, dude. Like everyone, like I was just like looking at the charts all morning. I'm like, I had my head down a little bit. I just got to keep in gear. Wow.
Sure. Thank you.
16 million. I mean, against your soul pair, that's an all-time high. And you had mentioned
Yep.
this, I think, on some post, and I caught that underneath the CoinMerge handle. Something not too many people really take into consideration, the FUTA project, but the pair, the LP pair, is super impactful on any project's
Yes.
market cap. So, but what happened today? Wow, talk about
Was
it.
like behind every great man is a chick that is pissed off at him.
Facts.
Bruh. Dude, holy shit. That chart is I'm looking at it right now. Damn. I know I got to talk to you guys. I believe you guys were probably like around 2 or 3 million, man. You guys have been fucking just crushing it, man. I love to
Yeah.
see that. And
Thank you.
especially in these markets, that's what it's all about. And it's just more than the markets, what you guys are cooking and what you guys are building. I know you guys are definitely building something great.
Thank you, bro. And appreciate that and love your show. As you know, we spoke before. But yeah, no, we've just been, head down, and we just uh, have to do what we need to do to deliver on our roadmap, which is very ambitious. And fortunately, we have been. We've got some very exciting partnerships that are coming up this week with teams that, it's kind of surreal to work with, like Layer Zero. And, we're also going to work with virtuals a bit as well. And, also have some form of alignment with base. It's just, months ago, watching these teams work from a distance, especially Layer Zero, and then also what virtuals has created. It's just being able to work directly with them, that kind of keeps me assured that we're in the right direction. And yeah, there's a lot of people that agree. And fortunately, Solana has a bit of a Jeep problem, as we've seen, but every time that happens, it gives us kind of more rocket fuel for the next time that we make a leg up, because there's a lot less people that are in it just to make a quick flip. because that's not really our game. We're just kind of consistently just building, delivering, and having faith that over time the market will work itself out and determine a fair valuation, which will be, I think, substantially higher, but not financial advice, all that stuff.
I think you're not wrong in that the Solana network is notorious for people just dumping their bags and not being able to hold. But one thing that was missing the past year is like good technology or good utility
Yeah.
being built on chain, right? Solana is super powerful. Meme coins are super powerful in
Oh
brand
yeah.
exposure, and DeFi, decentralized finance in general. So if you complement a super liquid chain like Solana, the LTV is super high, a meme and some good utility, it's really good for brand exposure. I think you've capitalized on that. I'm sure there's much more that goes into that, but based on your X account and some of the interactions you've had, you've really done a nice job at building your network.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I agree. And Solana has such great features like the compressed NFTs, which allow us to make them dynamic. So if someone creates a piece of music, someone else can open it with the right permission and then collaborate with that music and then close it back up and start to get royalties based on what the initial creator allowed. So it's an incredible chain. And I think, yeah, it's been a matter of just getting the mind share of projects that are, are utility based, and then also strong community meme based as well, without a ton of dilution. And I think these pullbacks kind of ensure that to some extent. They kind of weed out the guys that are just botting Telegram, and really nobody's into the concept.
Now, I know we're going to dive a little bit deeper into Suede throughout this week and the upcoming weeks through some various AMAs and things like that. But just to get a quick glimpse, what would you say, like, to obviously the appeal is to some sort of a musician, right? And I've asked this question before. I'm going to have you answer it for the rest of the audience here today
Sure.
again, and then I'm going to elaborate a little bit. But how, like, how easy is it for somebody to use, like myself, who loves music that is not musically talented? Can I use your platform and create something pretty cool?
100%. I'd say the majority of people that do, they use it in that manner. If you can type two sentences, you can make a song that is studio grade within the matter of 2, 3 minutes. And what I've done before, in tweets or in replies, I've said, tell me something, give me some specifics, and I make a song in the matter of 2 minutes. And it's just nothing that could have been done like proficiently. It's done by the AI. So our integration with making it more complex and nuanced later, you can do that as an artist, but the initial song to actually create, if you can type a sentence or two, you've got a phenomenal song that will have incredible lyrics and incredible instrumentation.
I'm glad that you brought it down from two sentences to a sentence or two, because I almost did not make the cutoff. So
Yeah,
awesome. Well, I have
likewise.
one more question for you.
Sure.
Before we move on to the next project, because this is a little bit more short form. But in reading, it says while retaining your IP and royalties through Suede. So, like, one of the things I notated, and I did post this down there because obviously we're going to be reviewing you guys in the future, but take advantage of AI to boost productivity in your music creation process while
Mhm.
retaining your IP and royalties through Suede. Tell us how that happens.
So the way that your creativity kind of, I think, it's bolstered is you're essentially refining the model as you jam with it. So as you go back and forth, you're having these iterative feedback loops, which kind of it's like forming yourself and collaborating with yourself. And then when the music is created, you have full provenance because it's done on chain, so you can actually say, hey, look, this is my public key that created this piece. I own it. And then you can decide if you'd like to tokenize it and give out a certain percentage, all the great things that we've wanted to do for a long time. In the space, especially NFT, communities were onto this real early. The tech just wasn't there. And fortunately, have the, opportunity to build on the shoulders of giants, and there's incredible stuff out there. So it is possible now. So you can with the hash to a specific block height, you can see that I created this piece of music, and you can link it back to me, and this is my model, and it's verified, and all of that. Just kind of the great aspects of blockchain that make those sort of things just happen naturally.
Awesome. I appreciate that explanation, John. Listen,
I
we have
appreciate it.
Suede with us up on stage right now, and there is some information in the I pinned it to the
Oh,
I was
thank
going to
you.
say the jumbotron, but I didn't. There's no
Dude,
jumbotron.
I'm jamming out right now to the you guys have the YouTube like the radio, man. That's
Yeah, we
super
have a
cool. So
radio.
that's all made AI? Like that's all
Yep,
like
it's all
originated
Suede.
AI music also
Yep.
from Sweet. Is it from other artists or is it you guys have done
Yeah.
that? Like
No, so it's all Suede, but it's other people that have put in songs. So you'll see there'll be different artists in the title, and
so you
that'll
have it
be like,
rotating live and then once constant new music comes on, you constantly have it playing, you add it to the
yes,
mix, to the playlist.
yep,
Dude, that thing is
yep,
it's awesome what you guys are doing over there, man. I
th-
mean, and actually building. And I've been trying to, have one of my boys that's like he's like my best friend. He's a younger guy, and he's. I mean, I told him they're gonna be probably could be the top band in the world. They're called the Remy's, and they do
nice.
everything. And I've been telling him to really tap into the NFTs and into
Yeah,
and what music was gonna, where it was going. And look what you guys are building is amazing. And I haven't got to see Timberland, live. He was at the Decentraland in 22, and he was already talking about this and more. And then we
yeah,
already even seen more of Dr. Dre integrating into this. So I mean, literally, you guys are on the cusp of what's happening and building, and music. It needs to go this way. Like protecting the artists
yep,
is,
exactly.
making music, and as well, people that never were able to make music can also now make their own music as well. I think it's brilliant
Yep.
on especially AI as well.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. The last thing I'll say too, people that have never been able to make music is key because we've made everything cloud-based. So people can run really like digital audio workstations that usually require very advanced hardware. People now can run that, in developing countries and actually learn music and how to manipulate the MIDI files and things like that without needing any computing power whatsoever or even storage. Everything is stored for them. So that's really important for us. And I appreciate that.
I'm gonna come.
Hell yeah, I'm going to. And one more question, because I'm intrigued. So before we all come, what is this is well you can onboard artists, right? Like if somebody is already an artist upcoming, can they use this platform or use
Oh
your
yeah.
technology?
Oh yeah. Yeah. A good example is Meta Guardians. They have an NFT project and they've been using it. And he's a musician he's got a million streams and stuff like that. He's great. And he's been using it for the music, and it's, I think, helped him to get through some of the, parts a lot quicker than it would have.
So if they already have a track, of course they already have a track, they can go ahead and then add this so they can like make their own NFT in a sense if they want to mint it.
Yeah, yeah. So that's an option that after you create it, if you want to mint an NFT and store it in time on an immutable ledger, then you can do that, but you don't have to.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, man. Love the project, man. Definitely keep
Thank
it
you,
up,
bud.
man. And people like
Thank
you
you.
that are building on the space is what we need, man. That's what it's all about. And right now, this is when you build the most, and we are
Yep.
still in the bull run, man. So I mean, and imagine in the summers of 26 and
Mm,
27 we're at, that'll be the most building we've ever seen ever. I think that we'll be at the highest
uh,
building levels, grants from governments around the world. But you are definitely front running all that, man. So keep it up, my man.
thank you, man. It means a lot.